Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Okay, what are we doing today? We're gonna fix a few bugs. We're also gonna merge in our loud. We're also gonna merge in our normal branch into our journal. So I'm gonna do that right away, I think. Evening, Cyber Angel. Things are good today. How are you doing? Can do it here so people can actually see it because I hope it's gonna work well. Spelling. Hopefully this just works. It didn't just work. But did it? No. Item is resolved. The conflicts here. Oh, what? That one shows, but this one doesn't. Oh, there we go. Source SDK version 8. I guess we're gonna grab this whole file. Not sure what's going on right now. It's really slow. One CD. Good. Guess those sounds were in the. Just take this file. Probably okay. There's so many files that it is really slow. Because it just takes a long time. Oh well. Where did I put my glasses? There. As usual. Continue rebase. Not sure why it's lagging so much. Git push. I can't do that. We need to make sure everything works. After this rebase, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna play a little bit. So yeah, next week I'm on vacation, so there's gonna be no streams next week. Maybe at the end of next week. We'll see. Because I get back on like Thursday evening, I assume. So today and tomorrow are going to be the 2 last streams. I'll just play Europe for now and see if it plays normally. Yeah. Cake. Uh, no? Okay. But yeah, this seems to work. So then I'm gonna push this. And then we're gonna switch over to the other branch. And start looking at bugs. And hopefully fix them too. So the first thing we need to test, well, let's hope this fixes itself. Yeah, all errors are disappearing. Good. We need to set up a situation where we are winning one game. And yeah, where we're winning one game and not winning the other. And then we also need to know which one we're winning and which one we're not winning. Well, it is not going to work at all because we have this on, so now it's going to complain. I give an error? No? Wait. No, Shanghai making their move. Yes, this is good. Right, the settings menu is behind the top bar here as well. Falls are the tallest waterfall in the world. I think it's down here somewhere. Isn't it? No, not to. Okay. All right. We get 3 mines. So let's see. We have one with 4 mines, and this one. Not sure how many mines that has. But I need to log into the other account. and just hope that I'm checking the correct replay. I think I can jump out before it's done. I'm not sure though. Well, I have quite a few against Bertie Bert. If I just go into this one is the one I guess correctly, right? Headquarters Ryanair, I don't know. Dublin? Cool. Now this one done. I'm not getting the mid-game pop-up here. Because it's probably daily... okay, the daily quest is failing. And that's why we're not getting it. Because something is null. Can you do this? No. Well, that's not going to be null because we don't set it to null. Daily quest count. So here we need, right, I fixed this on the other branch. Daily quest. Daily quest is not null. And then daily quest count. We need like daily quest is null or this, I think. It's not how I did before, but this. Because the sequence equals doesn't work if it's null. This, we need to do that on Dry Saga sections. And we could remove this is not null, because if it's null, if it's not null, then we would get here. So we can remove this null check. Same with the daily quest, we can remove this first one. Could probably also add a helper method for this, like private bool check sequence equals with t if first null and second null turn true. If one of the null, we return false, else we do this. So instead we could do check sequence equals metals. Can I do this? Oh, other metals like this. It can't. Like this, yeah. Then we also need the comparer. I call it comparer. So what it is? Key value pair. No, maybe it's not possible. It's not just the metal, it's key value. Is it always a string first? It's always a string first. So then what we can do is key value and then first saga. I value they call it a quality this. Can't use TU there. I guess it's T because metals. The dictionary string parse for data, and this is a list or key value. I guess it's T. U. There we go. Like this. This has maybe, I'm not sure if sending a null in this would work. So let's just do if comparer is not null. Yes. FCM tokens, other FCM tokens. Null. No. You cannot be inferred. Default. Cannot be inferred from usage. I guess. Maybe we should just do two methods, one with the compare and one without. second. This time we can do this. Then we'll just copy this and do, yeah, we can also do a first count, second count, false. Cannot do that without multiple enumerations. So picture is an enumerable. Could it be collection instead? Because that's what it is. And then it would be yeah. Saga states, other Saga states, and a new Saga state key value comparer. New follow up key value comparer. It'd be nice to put all of these like next to each other. Just check sequence equals. Just makes it look so much nicer. This one too. Kind of want to put all the equals next to each other as well. We do that equals. Start date. Or the box system. But I will, even though it's no. Take these two and move them down as well. Nice. And we move these up here. Now this, and now these equals. Maybe we move them to the end. Like that. Hopefully this will work. Oh, is that when I get logged out? That's kind of dangerous. I don't want to log in with this, but let's do it anyway because it's going to take so much longer if I don't log in, and it's faster to log in and log out than to cancel. Headquarters for the Space Agency, I don't know, in Europe somewhere. Still not getting mid-game pop-up. Why? Because of this, okay. Hmm. So it wants to show replay question why. Try show opponent move. Uh, so try show opponent move, get in here. Try to replay move. But that shouldn't happen. We shouldn't be getting in here. Try show opponent move. Like mid game. Why? I need to start debugging as well. Oh, that's UK. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so either it doesn't get in here or we didn't attach properly. It was really annoying. It didn't attach properly. Why can I not? Main menu directory. Now it's getting triggered. That's good. That's not what I wanted to do again. I should probably log in as Bertie Bert. But this one doesn't trigger. It was fine triggering the other. For some reason, it cannot trigger I didn't put one here. Why? Stop this, then we're getting in right away. Okay, Firestore user data. This is annoying. Because one of these is null, apparently. Oh, I didn't do daily quests with this, so that could be it. One thing I kind of want to do is just move all of the checks out to their own methods. Just be able to debug it. I mean, it would be very nice to have. It would be really annoying to keep updated. Do this again, and then we got no error this time, which is good. But let's see if we can attach it and then start again. Do I have a hot reload running? No, I don't. Okay. There we go. Now we get in here. Select replay. Own it to start. Still shouldn't get in there. That should be my turn. I don't know. Over here somewhere. Check, yeah. And still shouldn't get in there. Say it's easy. What do you mean? I'm not sure what this one is in easy, but now we should, okay. What is previous state in this moment? Oh, it's already other play to answer. Player answer question. Do we fetch any data that would do it? Oh. Okay, that current question shouldn't do anything like that, no. Journal show pin UI only. That's the pin state. Wait until this is set. So stop timer, increase category. Yeah. So that would be on guess if we're setting some kind of. We shouldn't change any state here either. I think. Or we might. So we send the previous player. Yeah, here we're sending it and getting game data back. So I guess I was sending out the question complete. I'm gonna do another one. Should show mid-game pop-up. If game data previous multiplayer data previous state choose I currently choose that would do this. That's on sending should show maybe we should set it all up here already. Show mid, try show mid. Should show okay. Let's try this. Also, no, we still got the error with the compare. Yeah, getting in here. Skipping it. Donetsk. Oh no. I thought I was too enough to the east. Can remove that one actually. False, good. Oh, I'm not setting it to false again. Um, Johannesburg, okay. Oh, I see. We have the issue here that I fixed on the other branch. Now it's true, and now we should show it nice. Okay, other is not null. Does other have any null? Incorrect answer is null. That's the only one. But I think incorrect answers are here, null and null. So I need to do like the here a check. Do this, yeah, here. Follow-up question. None of these are null. CM tokens, none are null. Try Saga, not null. Nothing null. Daily quest, also of data. Collateral is default. Latest sync as well. Medals, no null. No null on Saga state, and subscription data also have something. So the culprit here could be incorrect answer. Strict model, subscription data. Null. Okay. Pairing text. That's image generation handling, text generation. I feel like that'll. Why are there so many shapes? Okay. Shader is equal to. Okay. So we can't really do that. All we can, but just gets the streak model. No, at least we got the mid-game pop-up. So that's good. That's how it should be. Go next game. Get in here. Streak model and subscription data. One true, one true, 20719, 20719. So they should be the same, and then we go to the label has been destroyed. Did not find pop message. Show where was it? I wanted to go back here. I also need to do here. Good. Show should be false. Because once we show it once, we do not want to show it again. Okay. Medium pop-up is fixed now. Can I do this and replay last move? One bug there, but because Birdie is making the move, and then it's gonna be the test 420 triggered on mine. That's not 100% correct. Well, that's basically 100% incorrect. A mine opponent name. Right, this. But I do something else in where was it? Pop up. Player data is winner. So based on the winner, yeah, and here we do it based on that. So where do I set is winner? I don't set this winner here. End game, I think it is. Then this multiplayer. Show, and then we publish. Player is winner. How do we determine this? We get it from here. This is like if lost state is game ended, then we check second lost state. So if we're a winner. And here we're just checking the username based on current state. If it's current play to answer. Is player should come in here, and that's what we base our text off of. Okay. No, it's this one, username. No. Magic Exploder is player, yeah. Player hit a mine, else that person, the other person triggered a mine, so it's player's false here. And on guess because we're not playing. So show replay. No, it's not show replay question. Action. Handle replay. Current state and ending state. Then run game over. It shows this. So is this the one we're getting into? I wonder if we replay last move. No. Wait, that's coming after? We're handling replay. So we're going down here. Please showing the question, and then we're sending the multiplayer data and show move. So this one do on guess, right? On guess is player false is what's sending here. Because if we send true, it's gonna go in here and do a lot of things. Yeah. This is kind of badly made. Should have had a move that's just the actual move. Which I kind of do. As you move the pin and then we run the on guess. To check if we're hitting anything. Yeah, we can do a bool is replay. False. True. And here we need to send in if it's player. It's player. Player, not is replay. So we're using it down here, yeah. That might work. Grab this one, replay last move. Let's see if it works now. You hit the mine? Yeah. Let's leave it like that, because now it's more accurate. State equals for is there m equals 6. Go mid game pop up in a multiplayer 6 replay last move. Good. Good. I still didn't test the actual debug yet. So we need to do that. Let's set this up. Hello, Raymond. How are you doing today? All right, I should add that as like a timed message. Let's do that. I can't remember where it is. There should be like a timed thing somewhere. Settings. Maybe this is not good to do on stream if I don't know where it is. It was a fun night. My son got a vaccination yesterday. Oh, did it hurt? Like some vaccinations can hurt for a bit after. Like, and is that what happened, or it's only 10-month-old baby? The body temperature. Well, that can happen too. So when I took the second COVID vaccine, second dose, I really felt terrible after that. Like super bad. But only for a day. And this was the day before I was going to sign to buy a house. So we had to postpone it one day because I couldn't. Wait, where to add these actions? Is it just like a trigger? Add a timed core. Oh, timed action. Okay, that's what you do. Hello, Mist. How are you doing? Let's add that. If we add a timed action, or we create a timer, that's the one. Hope you're doing well, Mist. And congrats on being first. Yeah, okay. Core, timed actions, lines, at least like 10 lines. Interval. How often? Every 30 minutes. How many seconds is that? 60 is a minute. 300. No, wait, what am I thinking? I just 6,000, 18,000. Is that too often? I don't know. Depends on how much people write. And yeah, that's a time. Good enough. Can be some issues with this that I foresee in the future where I close the giveaway, but then it opens this because this opens the giveaway. Maybe I should do just duplicate this one and call this giveaway post giveaway info or something. I'll remove this. Setting it enabled. Start giveaway will then do another action, run action, which will be the, what did I call it, post giveaway info. Instead of these, just see that it's there, yeah. We do this and then remove this one from here. Delete that trigger, start giveaway. Now it will not post info. And we could also do an if. Logic, if. Oh man. Do a certain Entry giveaway enabled. Meh. I'll just post this, it's fine. And save, so I don't forget about that, because I rarely save these and then I have to redo them all. But now it should hopefully work. Cool. What's next? Right, I wanted to set up this annoying thing. 420. A lot of games against test 420. Yes, and then I'm gonna change. All right, I need to accept all of them too. Hello, TNT. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Ireland, that's because it's the world's third smallest country by area. I don't know. Well, this is good that I'm losing, because I need to lose a few of the games as well. Good, last one to catch before vacation. Does your vacation start tomorrow? Or because I have one more day. So I'm work. Yeah, tomorrow. Nice. I'm working tomorrow and then I have vacation. You find late. It was one of the fourth largest in the world, but now mainly a desert. Sahara? I don't know. Harold Sea. So I feel like I kind of need vacation. I looked up, I think I said this yesterday, but I looked up what. Oh, this is one where I lose, right? Yes. So then that worked. Nice. What's the game today? Amnesia Rebirth is the game. See if you like horror games. And that's for you. Like atmospheric horror games, I guess. Nice, okay, then we've tested it and it works now. Well, let me push this to make sure that... Oh no, it's fixed. It's confirmed. Good. But yeah, I said this yesterday. I just for some reason lost track of what I was saying. But lately I looked up the symptoms of like dangerous stress, unhealthy stress, which I have like all the symptoms of. Which is weird because I don't really feel stressed in general. So I'm not sure why I would be stressed. And I don't feel like the job would stress me. Maybe it does. Maybe the whole reworking the journal stressed me because it was taking so long. Well, it did stress me a little bit. But still, I don't really have anything in life that stresses me like that much. Which is weird. I wish that I could find a reason why have been feeling a little bit worse in general. But I think it's going towards the better now. I've been sleeping better the last few days, so hopefully it's going better. Climbing went better on Tuesday as well. So I think we're on a positive I'm not sure what word is. We're yeah. It's going upwards, I guess. But I'm gonna take a small break now, a 5 to 10 minute break. And when we get back, we're gonna do daily Akari. Later today, in like 2 hours and 20 minutes, we're gonna play Memory with Practical NPC. Since he released the game a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I can't remember when. We're gonna go through the game. We've gone through half the game and talking about level design and what I didn't like and what I did like, as I played a lot of precision platformers in my life, and that's something I really enjoy playing. So we're gonna see what we can improve and make better in the game, because I really like the game and I want to make it even better. So yeah, I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. See you all soon. All right, we're back. After my first break, I like doing the daily Akari, so we're gonna do that. It's a Thursday today, and it's a hard one. So we'll see how it goes. I'll check some times that the other ones did. 1:48, 3 minutes. 1:12, that was fast. Okay, it's a special one. Let's see how hard it is. Oh, there, and there. Do we have anything that interacts with the others? It gotta be that one or that one or that one and that one. So if let's imagine I place one there, that's gonna be there. Place there and there. I place this here. Place one there. Hello, Kowalaki. How are you doing? I don't see the start for this one yet. There's nowhere I can't really reach either. So, well, these two. So it's got to be there and there or there and there. But I don't see a miss from these. So then it would be like there, for example. Then we do this. Then we could place one there. And we're all good. Cannot place one there either. So it's this. Okay. So if I place one here, it's got to be this one. Then we could just place it there. This one is all there. So I'm just gonna... I mean, I don't see it. Where the problem could be. To me, it looks like it would be possible either way. So we're just gonna go with this and see what happens after that. To do this and this. Oh, there's the issue. Found it. Yeah, I should have seen that right away. Wow. Interesting looking game. Yeah, it's a good game. I should have seen this right away. If you place one here, we're gonna block this. Then we're gonna place one there. Then we're gonna place one there, which means we cannot get here. So, wait, what? Oh, right, that one. That was the problem. Okay. I'm just silly. It should be this. That's not how you do it either. But why not? Because we cannot place it there. Then we're missing this one. I have to place it there. But with this, we gotta... If we do... We cannot do this. Would this change stuff around? It would, because then we'll get that one. Yeah. Okay. No, that wouldn't work either. Okay. Interesting. Oh, never mind. I'm just being silly now. So my brain is not. I realize my brain is not top shape today. I mean, I knew it was based on this. And we place here, here. This one ends up not working, but I'm not sure how to solve this like logically without going through all the moves. Because the initial reaction is this, but this will in the end lead to these two not being able to work together. We gotta do it like this, which feels awkward. But I mean it works. Wait, what did I do wrong? Right, this one. So how do we figure out this logically? That we need to place them there. I wonder. Hello, Zipasaurus. Welcome back. I can't see what it is that is making this the valid move. I mean, after testing, I know there could be one here, but what is the logical way to solve it? Like, it's got to be one up here of these two, right? We could do this. Why didn't I do this? Then I know I can start here. Oh yeah, this would have helped a lot. That's how you do it. Silly. Actually, really easy. Oh man, like it was such a basic Akari trick that I wasn't, since it was one of these two, because there's four in the middle, they all gotta be hit by something, and the only way to do it is from top or bottom. So it gotta be two of these fours, one up, one down. So then we can just do this. And that gives us this forced move. And then this is blocked by going anywhere else. It gotta be this one. Man. I mean, that one shouldn't. That is the next forced move. And yeah, we can't get all of these up here if we place one there. It's gotta be this. Yeah, okay. I understand. Just had to keep playing for a bit to get there. So the next thing, how are we doing, Zipasaurus? Are you having a good day? You failed today? Oh, I'm sorry. Cards, text. Get there. Let's see if this changes anything. Have to try and get some sleep. All right, Mist. Have a lovely, lovely night. Hope everything is going well. Why do I get logged out so often? There's something that logs me out. Yeah, hope you have a lovely night and see you tomorrow. But just being logged in, going out and like this, and then we're back in. We're logged in. Let's jump into a game. Let's stop here. That logs me out. What is happening? Let's see if it happens in Saga as well. It does not. Only when we're in multiplayer. Do this. Stop. We do get errors, so it's an error. Is it index was out of range? And then we're logged out. No, not this time. Okay. Will we get error by just going back in and watching this? Yes, okay. Category index is 1. State. Player name. Oh, is this because current player answers? It has one answer. Replay question. It's just showing the question. We can't show the question because there is no replay to show here. If multiplayer data get opponent game data, other player answers is count 1 larger than 0. And now it shouldn't crash. Well, we're still getting in here? Really? Wait. God, they have one. It's larger than 1. And multiplayer data, game data, other. What else do we have here? Capacity. And multiplayer data, game data, other player. The answers. What we do. I kind of want this check here as well. And multiplayer data, game data. Current player, other. We could do it in here. Game data, current player answers. If category index is larger, is smaller or equal to, smaller than, count. No, it's larger. Or equal. Or null, yeah. Okay. Good. Now we get in there and doesn't crash. Now I need to figure out why I sometimes get logged out. Let's go back. If I do that, do I? No. When I wait a little bit for that and then stop. No. Huh. Well, maybe that fixed it. I don't know. It would be really, it's just really weird. Travel. It's still behind the card. So, timer. Do the cards have their own canvas or something? Not those cards. Score bar, no. They do not. So why is the dual timer not seen here? What is forcing this image to be rendered above it? Yeah, okay. Background bar do have. It's on canvas. That's why. Okay. Then we need a timer to have its own canvas as well. Eight. Let's see if this works. Oh, I timed out, so the game, yeah. But sit is hard. There we go. Probably need some kind of background thing to make it visible, or like just a stroke. Can we add just a stroke to it? Wait, how do you add a stroke? I thought it was. I'm so used to the game look screen. Study J. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. That would be here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. How are you doing today? Kind of interesting. I've been using Roblox for a bit, and then it's like, oh, you just throw a stroke on it, and then it's just a stroke. So now, like, oh, stroke. There is no stroke. Outline is what it's called. That does not look correct. Can I outline the? I probably cannot outline this. No. It's just the yeah. Doing well, making network Uno type game for a few weeks, which is fun. As long as it's been going on. It's just been going on for years and years. There we go. Now we have a. Now this looks better. If we do, let's do it 3-3 just to see how this looks in the game. Let's add that outline here as well. Let's see if that works. I've been going on for, I don't know, 4 years maybe. I've been employed for a bit over 1.5 years. And this is the game we're making, JordGlobe Geography, aiming to be like the Duolingo of geography. We have, you can learn all the countries, capitals, flags in the world, a lot of provinces and cities and stuff. We got a campaign mode with thousands of trivia questions. We have a daily quiz with 3 new questions every day. And we have a time challenge. We recently added a multiplayer mode so you can play trivia against your friends or random people online. And that's about it. Now I have this, which has a little bit of an outline. Nice trailer, thank you. What happens if we add an outline to this? Oh, it kind of works. I mean, this does not look good with the outline, but it was nice to try. Just looks terrible. Maybe because it wasn't. Wait, let's put it back. Let's make it fully black. Let's see how that looks. It's getting cut off here, I think, because of the sprite. So the sprite would have to be like tied up to go like a full rect, I think. Not sure if that changed anything. Yeah, that's the game. It's free to play on Android and iOS. No, still looks kind of crap. I guess we could extrude the edges a little bit to get the, but that doesn't matter. Now we have the timer above. Not sure where we want to put it. Maybe we should put it like where it's down there, but like here over the player, next to the player. Just see how this looks in the game. Might actually not be too bad. I mean, it's better than it was before. It's not good, but it's better. I'm gonna leave it there for now. And let's push this just to have it be on the screen. First, we're gonna push this bug. What did we fix? What was it? Sometimes category try to fetch no index of range in game data. Timer to player profile picture. Okay. What else do we have to fix? So apparently there's a bug in daily quiz. Wait, which? Our spring pods began in this country, forcing the Tunisia. Wait. I only saw. Are we missing daily quiz? August 7th. No, why did I only have August 5 on dev? Huh. On the southern shores of Lake Michigan. Here. It was. But that's. Why do I only see August 4? This is really weird. Could it be because I'm going to the dev server and for some reason it hasn't been pushed to dev? Let me test on the production version. No, this works fine as well. Let me play yesterday's. Now it's working nicely in the production version. Where's the Drake passage? I have no idea. This? Oh. I cannot recreate that bug. It could be the same issue as the save with the equals comparison that crashed before. Main menu loading twice. Yeah, I've had that issue for quite a while. Did that as well. So the main menu loading twice. That doesn't happen in editor, I think. Well, we could try it. Let's go to our scene directory. That's not it. Menu transition to game. Hello, Watershine. How are you doing today? Load menu with transition. Let's do this. Debug log. Go to main menu with transition. Let's do a log error so we can see it. Main menu with transition. Only loading once. Let's actually go. We do load scene with transition scenes. Let's loading name. Oh. Mm. You only have one menu transition load. So why do this? Clear all and log out. I mean, on device, I've seen it several times that it loads many times. I will load it once. But on device, I know it loads more. And I think I know why. Well, I don't know why, but since we use this semaphore wait async, we can have several transitions happening after each other. So we load this and then we release it, and then we do this whole thing again. So I think that is the reason. But here load menu with transition coming from so many places. Because we have enter directory. So show main menu. We do this after load. Wait until finish loading and yes. In the login, here as well, start tutorial. Oh, that's coming from start playing, right? Was the menu transition. So this first scene, quickly classic. And this loads a menu with transition as well. Not sure why we do this. I need to ask about that space session. Yeah. Then we have the launchers. I really thought there would be more. Yeah, here. Build pop-ups, scene management, session launcher, on complete. Now this one, the session launcher, but that's only used in these, so that's fine. Then we have loading, we've seen directory, so we can also do this. Show main menu coming from. On user sync. Let's go here. On user sync, where is it coming from? Subscribe, user synchronized. Then we show main. Okay. Then we show main menu from init account. Yeah. We go through this whole process. Else, if we have a local user, yes. Initial account screen. Else we'll show the menu here as well. So it's all here, I think. Wait for Firebase login. We're not doing this anymore. So the problem is we have several paths to go into this. And since they all have show. But also it should only go in from here, right? We only have it loading main menu after load. Shouldn't set it to true here. So we shouldn't get here more than once. I'm not sure why it does differently on device. This one takes a scene to load scene with transition, only has one. Let's load menu. So what do we do in transition to game? It does a bit of other things, right? But yeah, this, we're getting in here more than once. So that is the whole reason we show the main menu several times. So there are two ways we can solve this, or there are three ways. First one is to just not allow more than one to do this at a time. Like we currently do it once, but if it's doing this, then we just return whatever we're doing here. The second would be to actually find the path where this is like the situation where it's run more than once. And the third would be to see to add like a list or like just a currently loading string and or enum or whatever, or build index to see which build index we're loading. And if we're trying to launch that more than once or load it more than once, then we don't. I think that's the easiest way to solve it for now. So we could do like a private string loading scene name, current transition scene name, current scene, a new let me just do this. That's the easiest way to do it. It's not good, but it's a way to do it. The problem in this case is if we, let's say we launch the main menu, we launch game, and then we launch main menu again, then the latest is going to be game and not main menu. So it's not foolproof. However, for this scenario, it should be. What we can also do is this is weird because the way the quick play works when to get into the scene is they will load the scene with transition. Quick play here. I think we load. No, that just sets it. Yeah, quick play classic. Then we set the menu path and load menu. But we're already in the menu. So that's a problem with approach if we check if we're in the same scene. Then we wouldn't have to rework the quick play classic, which I already think we should rework because the menu path, kill launch game. That we should be able to load it without, like, launch the game without having to go through the path, like we do with the Dry Saga. Like we should already, since we are able to fetch the title, Last Play Saga, then we should just be able to launch that, right? Like the Saga launcher. This. It is not like in a session launch Saga session help launcher. Here we have the transition to game. Okay, that's one of those launches. Launch session. This, I think, would be it. Maybe. No, it's not the top. Look at there. Start random minigame with step. Yeah. Target director not an. This, right? So that's how it works. It instantiates slide menus, right? Main menu directory has a slide menu, setup, show the path. When we click it, we should be able to just launch the last played saga, kind of. Oh, well, I think this fix is good for now. Push. Okay. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I feel like I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. So I'm gonna take a small break here. 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're gonna get back and see what else we can work on. It's nice to be back fixing bugs. So yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. See you all soon. All right, we're back. I feel like doing a travel, so we're gonna go from Gabon to Sierra Leone. That's gonna be interesting. Equatorial Guinea, this is Cameroon. Nigeria? We're going to Gabon. Probably faster to go above. But what is Nigeria? I mean, we could go Benin, Togo, Ghana, Liberia. And so on. But it might be faster to go above, but I'm trying to figure out which countries are above. Or, I mean, Burkina Faso is up there, but I'm not sure if it borders Nigeria. We're gonna try. I don't think it does. I think there's something here. Yeah. And that would be Algeria? No. Just Niger, I guess. Also, Burkina Faso is not the way to go. I guess it would, because then it would be coast, and then you would Liberia. So it's saying, oh, we could have gone here and there to Guinea, Niger, Mali, and we would have skipped one. Why do I think Algeria? Algeria is all the way up there. Huh. What did it? So that's good. Very few did it perfectly. So, in about an hour, we're gonna switch over to memory and have a call with our friend Practical NPC. We're gonna go through his game and we're gonna go through the game and we're gonna see what we can improve and make better in the game. When it comes to the level design and such, I played a lot of precision platformers in my days, and I kind of know what I want in games, at least. So then we're gonna just go through all of it. Well, we've already done one session. I did it offline or like on Discord, not streaming it. But the second part, I'm gonna keep streaming after work and go through that. You cannot exit a classic without internet. That's kind of hard to test. Well, it's easy to test on device. Let's do this, and then I turn on airplane mode. It works now in production. Does it work? I'm testing the dev version. It's kind of an old dev version, so I'm not sure this is going to be a problem, but I'm in airplane mode now, so I just want to see how it plays. Oh, it doesn't look super good on the home page because we don't get the dailies. But it works on the dev version as well. But yeah, that's quite an old one. Can't really. I just wanted to see if it was in production or if it's something new. I think a lot of the issues were the equals check. Like a lot of the bugs stems from that one. We need a max time for the retry question duel. Yo. Cache. A max amount of retries. Let's do if get the entry out there. Yeah, so if entry retry count is larger than 3. So let's retry it 3 times, I guess, or 5 times maybe. So now we have a retry count max. Add max 5 retries in to your API cache. It's so fun when there's small bugs, like or featured like, oh, we need to add this, and then everything is just prepared for it. Let's go to add directory. This one, because this one should be called Jord or like subscription add. And this should be the ads directory. But changing this one is going to be a lot of issues, I think. Because I think it's read-only. I assume there are some serialized fields with this. No. Maybe it's, yeah, there we have one serialized field. In Saga directory. So here, a lot of things we have are just being sent down several layers. To me, that feels very unnecessary. Which is what I did with the journal. I just removed them from being sent down so many layers. And made it a singleton instead, because it was really Felt really spaghetti when it was instantiated in one place and then just sent everywhere from that place. And yeah, so many methods required it, and it was a mess. I need to change my headphone batteries, so I'm gonna do that. It's kind of nice to be able to do it without looking. It just feels nice. Okay. So if there's only one or two serialized fields with it, here we have like instantiate and then get component. Compiled. What? Oh, that's just the. Hello, zombie. Give you free stuff. Okay. I'm gonna give you a high five. Hello, chap. How are you doing? You'll take it. Nice. Let's do this. Now go here. That's that was not the one I wanted to go to. It was this one. Because I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna go to Saga directory. I'm gonna fix it. Been playing with your dog, and now it's flat on the floor. It's a carpet dog. Carpet dog, nice. My girlfriend has a dog, and he's really chill. Like, super chill. He's the definition of a carpet dog. He barely barks or anything. It's just happy. And tired. Like old man tired. Is it here? Where do we need the ads director? Do we have that underneath here, or do we need to add like this one? I think that's good. Here's a black lab. He thinks he's a lap dog. I guess it's kind of big. And I'm bad with dogs. Or like bad with oh yeah. Quite big. It's big, yeah. Wait. Thank you for the fireworks. This one is a serialized field for no reason at all. This shouldn't be a serialized field. It should be this. Because we look at this. We're getting it here from here. And where is this one getting it from? We instantiate it and get the component, yeah. So the main directory, that's directory prefab. But scene. So how is the Providence coming along. Directory. Got sweat when I saw someone's code and they had 6 singletons. Why? We have a lot of singletons. We have 20. For similar things, yeah, okay. I mean, so something I've learned over the years, when I was fairly new, oh, I don't want to sneeze. Is when I started, I was like, oh, you can use singletons and stuff. And then people like, you shouldn't use singletons. You get singletonitis and you only use singletons. And then it's like, use inheritance. And then I started using inheritance and tried to use less of singletons. And then it's like, no, don't use inheritance. Use this and this. Use composition. And okay, then I'm gonna switch to composition. And now I'm back to like, I'm gonna do what I want to do and what I think is best. And a lot of the time singletons are really good, but you need to know when to use them. So for the journal, for example, that I reworked, now we're on the wrong branch, but currently it's being instantiated and then sent in all these methods, like down several layers, and it's really hard to keep track of. But it's also only going to show in the game scene, and or game and also space game, but they're similar. So why not just put it in that scene? Because and then make it a singleton, because in that scene we're referencing quite a lot. So yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna make it a singleton, and it's super nice. You got sad. Why? Um, take the daily quiz. Uh, I wanted to help merge 3 into 1. Oh, never help people. It's really hard to help people when they don't need help. Like if they're asking for help, then helping them is nice. But if you help people that aren't asking for help and just telling them this is better, it's just a mess. If you get his location, we'll find and track him down. Cool. Just pay Rainbolt. Hello, Magnets. Just pay Rainbolt like $100, and they give him a picture of like the corner of the person's room, and it's gonna be like, oh, it's. I can see it on this pixel that this is like Western USA, probably near Los Angeles. If you have single grain of that, yeah, it's taken with this camera and this location. With it's probably a camera that's 8.5 years old, because that's when it kind of gets the single grain on the screen. And the only few people around this area that purchased this 8.5 years ago is these people. Can relate from the shade of, yeah, I know. He guesses everything. So now I need to do why is it a sphere? You mean Earth? The Earth is a sphere because I took the flat Earth we have. I mean, it's flat, but it's not a square. And I kind of turned it into a ball because what people don't tell you is that the flat Earth has the perfect shape to be turned into a sphere, and that is why everyone thinks it's a sphere. Because when you fly out in space, the atmosphere is giving off like the light refraction and reflection makes it really weird, so it looks like a sphere when you're outside the Earth. But in reality, it's flat, because if you go behind the Earth, like if you go towards the sun, then you would see that it's flat. But if you go away from it, like towards Mars, you can see that it looks like a sphere. Clipping is imposing it on the developer side so you can become the new god. Yeah. I'm clearly good friends with the people who did the flat Earth test with the super expensive tools that they bought. And the light test they did, where they were like shining light through a hole. Yeah, totally lift light up. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I cannot believe that they were actually flat earthers to start with. Like, because they have to not be, and then just to prove how stupid it is, you know? And like, oh dang, physics, it works. Everything we base our like construction and everything on. Uh, nice. That is facts. Look at this. Uh, I mean, it's kind of nice also that the flat Earth is from the like a 2D map that's not the actual, you know, the not true size of the Earth. Like the counter there, like little live feedback. Yeah, I can see it. You send up a satellite, right? Because like things should be so much bigger. Um, like Greenland should be big. Greenland is tiny here. But in reality, Greenland is massive. Uh, I've the quote I read during the East India Trading Company days, they made the UK massive on the maps. The East India. That there is this. Um, yeah, this quote. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Right? And the last few decades have just gone, and everything has been a lot better than it was uh, before that, right? But now everything is pretty good in the world. So, and people are having like no issues in life. And that's when they're creating issues. And that's why where the weak man is coming from, like weak people, because they don't have any issues. So they got to create the like silliest problems that doesn't exist and just make them a problem because they don't have anything else that's bad in their life. So they just gotta make something up. Like, oh, we made the like we have vaccine. We have pretty much like eradicated some viruses that threatened uh, humans for hundreds of years. It's almost gone. Actually, it's gonna give me autism. So I'm not gonna vaccinate. And now it's back. And people are dying from it, from those diseases. It just crazy. You guys mess with network variables ever? No. I do not know what you mean with the network variable. Unit has network variables. Does it? Saving loading data. Like, do you ever click? That's kind of how I interpret the question because it's so vague. How about just general saving and loading data? Yeah, depend. Is it in game? Is it in Unity specifically? How Unity saves stuff, or is it how you personally save stuff? Is player preferences? Is it how Windows saves stuff? How it writes to files? What is player preference the way to go? No. Player preferences are what they're called. Player preferences. It's not player save. It's preferences. It's settings. It's not. Um, it's not a save file system. All you have to do for a save file is to make a serialized class, or serializable clause, and that's pretty much it. But the game save files needs their own system, yeah. This over the last 2 days. Unity Twitch authentication provider. Why? I'm just asking why, because you have, since you have C#, you can just use what is it called? The Twitch lib, and you have all of it. Can we get a Twitch specific game that integrates with channel point? Yeah, Twitch lib. Twitch lib. Free, open source. Yours was updated yesterday. The client haven't been updated in a while. The API, I mean, they don't update 3 months ago. A few years ago, yeah. Wrapper for Unity. I mean, the thing is, Twitch doesn't change their API much in that sense. So you get pretty much everything through this. So support not quiz. Well, do you support all of this? With channel feeds, clips, collection, communities, hype trains, subscriptions, teams, live stream monitoring, listening to all the different pub sub messages. You should quit programming? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just wondering if do you support that? Because a lot of the time people make something that already exists, and then they get like 70% of the way, and then they stop working on it. And that's why I generally don't jump on plugins that are trying to create something that already exists. I'm gonna fulfill a dream of becoming a tree. Good luck. Just plant your feet in the ground and be happy. Uh, doesn't support. It doesn't. Where did you find it? Regardless, you learned something good. Hi there, František. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I think I just used your API documentation. Been better. It's all right. How about you? I'm doing pretty good today. Feeling pretty neat. Let's go to the daily quest list. Let's see, we have experience. Do we have more experience here somewhere? Yeah, here we have experience. We could throw in play letter game, play letter game, and also okay, Africa, playtime, practice medal. Play that again. 40. That's a little bit too much. Should be 1, I think. What are you working on? I'm glad you're asking. I'm working on this, JordGlobe Geography. It is a geography game. You can learn all the countries, capitals, flags in the world. You can learn provinces, cities for a lot of countries as well. We have a campaign mode with thousands of trivia questions. We have a daily quiz with 3 new questions every day. We recently released a multiplayer mode. That's about it. We have a few more features and stuff, but that's about it. It's free to download and play, so try it out. Yeah, don't listen to Zombie or not Chris. I mean, if Chris was here, you could listen to him, but not Chris is not Chris. But welcome in. You're an anomaly. So right now we have a daily quest in this. So every day there's like 3 new quests you can do that will give you some gems. And I've added a few more quests. I'm just thinking if I should just make a new daily quest list. Daily quest. But we do have a check for this, right? Do I do a loop or do I have a curate list? And the curate list. Curate list exists. It does. Started today. If list count, then we restart it. Okay. Is it a solo project or are you working in a team? I'm working in a team. Actually, I'm employed working on this game. I started working on it, or I got employed in December 1.5 years ago. So I've been working on this for 1.5 years, and they've been working on it for a few years before that. We're a small team. We're 4 people in total. So it should work to just make another one. We could just make another, like a 7. And here we could do the letter game. Dual. Played dual round, yeah. One, let the game. Let's do like 2. And we need like, let's do experience just because we can. Or was it experience in this one? No. Oh, was there? Cool. This is day 7. Add quest to list. Is that it? Yes, we got 7 there now. Good. So now we need to go back to 4, I think it was. 3, 2. Clear that again, this one. This one was experience, and I think it was 40. Yeah, I think that should work. That's how easy it is to make a new day for with daily quests. Yeah, this experience force goal, let's set like 30. Let's push this. Let's wait with the daily quest and let's push the ads rename that I did. So many files. Is that all? Oh, this one. Rename ads C to ads directory and ads directory to subscription. Let's see. And now we get the daily quiz thing we did. Daily quest day with letter, question, and dual. Okay, nice. Now that is fixed as well. In about 25 minutes, 23 minutes, we're gonna play a bit of memory. If you guys haven't seen the game, it's made by Practical NPC, another streamer. It's a precision platformer, really fun. We're gonna go through the level design. We have done one session already. I played through this. I did some speedruns. I played a lot of precision platformers in my days, so Celeste 2. It's very inspired by Celeste. It has it plays a bit different than Celeste. Quite a bit actually. Dude, artist killing it, yeah. With the development of this game during the last, yeah, he's been working hard on this game for quite a while, and it's out on early access now. But yeah, I played through it several times, done some speedruns, and it's really fun. There are some parts that I think we could make a lot better, and so I talked to Practical about it, and he was open to do like a session with me to go through the level design, what I find good, what I find bad, what I yeah, and see if we can make it go from like a really good game to an amazing game. And of course, all of the things I will talk about is my personal preference and doesn't necessarily mean that he has to do it. Gotta do marketing. Yeah, I think he's taking it easy to marketing, and he got it out in early access to get a lot of people to play it, or more people to play it, and like me, and then do like these reviews. Because if you never get it out for a bigger playtest, then you're gonna sit and tweak stuff all the time, and you're not making a lot of progress. Probably. Because since you're kind of stuck when you make your own game and you're a solo developer, you really get stuck in your own, like you get tunnel vision on the game, and you're like, I've implemented this and this have been in the game for so long, or just need to be really popular. Yeah. So if you sit with it for too long, then it's gonna be like, oh, that's good, I think. You don't know anymore if it's good or bad because you've played it so much and you're really biased because you made it. And that's why I think it's good that someone that wasn't a part of the development, like me, goes through it and sees what beta testing so important. Yeah. And it's really hard to do without people who played a lot of like pirate software. Why did it all start in a line? The peg leg no eye patch. I think Piz is losing the battle. Yeah, there's a lot of things to say about him. I think he's losing. He's losing big time. And yeah, I like the solo system as well. It would be nicer if you have a randomized, like, set it like a randomized time between like a few seconds and like between like 5 seconds and 30 seconds of simulation, so it doesn't always start in the same position. Then it would be perfect. Because something that kind of annoys me is when they're all in a line, like they always start in a line. Because the easiest way to do is doing that. But yeah, regarding pirate software, I was never a fan. I've said this many times because he did game dev streams, but he barely ever coded anything. And this was before he blew up. He just talked about his experiences and about other stuff, and had his game dev open. I've seen him have code open on stream, but I've never seen him make anything. I've seen him play a tiny bit of his game. YouTube videos I don't want to open. Not on stream. But yeah, I mean, it's not that I disliked him. I just didn't, well, I had no specific, check it later. Yeah, I had no real, like, I didn't really like him. I didn't dislike him. I was just meh. Not a problem with his coding skill or anything. His lies. And it's getting so, like, everything is coming up. Anyway, what up, zombie? Um, He doesn't pay my bills or mow your lawn. He doesn't? He doesn't pay anyone's bills. He doesn't give money to his mods. um, you're a famous musician, sort of. I heard it. I think Zombie wrote something about you making music last time you were both in here at the same time. The brainchild behind a lot of meme tracks. Nice. Were you the one who started this recent all these brain rot songs from Roblox? Try to be serious, but everything you make turns into comedy gold. Well, that's good. I'm not entirely sure what to do right now because I'm kind of done with all of the things I can be done with. And the things that are left are kind of too big to start. Your space shader is better than yours. You mean space? Like the skybox gradient? You included Pluto? Nope. Where do you see Pluto? Bro. Maybe you should call Specsavers. It's it's Neptune, yeah. Moon, Mercury, Mars, yay! It's kind of funny. I saw where are the greenhouse gases in your butt. Got him. Where else would they be? Too much Mexican food this week, yeah. No, I really like the space. I mean, it's very. It doesn't really fit the geography theme, but I still like it. It's kind of funny. When I started working at this company, um, this was one of the first things I did, like create this game mode. So it was just was playing around. So you don't really notice it, but when you scroll here, the camera zooms in a little bit to make it nicer, and when you go to the sun, it kind of zooms out. It just feels pretty good. You can from the top as well if you want to. Some kind of camera path, yeah. It is. Game. Can I do that? No. Dolly cart. Here we go. Here you can see the track. We can't do that. We got the camera here, And this is the track it's going on. So, see? And it moves around. It's in a machine, yeah. So when I rotate it up, it kind of rotates around the whole track. You can move along it, and then the track moves. It's really nice. But that was the first thing I did. Small script for drag. Let's see, space, pretty much, I think. There's a few zoom values, rotation Y, I guess it is. Yeah, that's all we do. I just clamp it between a min and max angle, and I just set it. That's about it. Because the underscore means it's a member variable. It's the coding convention for C#. It's some of these. This is a const, so this should be. That's why it's should be const. But anything that's private, yeah, it's a good question. Anything that's private has an underscore because it means that it's a member variable, as in it's a variable for this class. So any variable I define inside a method, for example, does not have an underscore. So you know that this is a member variable and this is not a member variable. Because what it helps with, not using public-private sufficient. No, because when you read the code, you want to know the intention of what you're using and how you want to use it. Another thing is, let's say here, if we rename this to zoom value, and then in this set start zoom distance, we do a float zoom value, and then you do this zoom value with zoom value. This is just a pain, right? To set this, it doesn't look good because this is the only. So that also helps with all of the parameters messing up, or like all the names. So path position might be in this, but I also might have a path position as a member variable. So it just helps. In C++, for example, you write m underscore for a member variable. But in C#, the normal convention is to just use an underscore. The editor doesn't in Unity. You can see here, if you go, I have intro text here. So how Unity treats this is the first, it doesn't care about the underscore. The first letter is going to be high, what's it called? Capitalized, uppercase. And then it's going to make a space before the uppercase letter. And when they're private, so if you want to show something in inspector, you should use serialized field and private instead of doing a public. So if you look at this intro text here on start scene directory, then we have here intro text is going to show up like this. So it just shows it like a properly, even though it's private and it's an underscore and a lowercase I. It's going to show as a like uppercase I and no underscore. Yeah, TypeScript probably has similar conventions since Microsoft made it as well. as C sharp. To declare private variable, yeah. And when they're public, so there's a few things. When they're private, like a constant, then you use an uppercase. When they are public, use uppercase. When they are protected, this is really awkward. I think then it's also uppercase. Does protected prevent editing? Protected means that like internal, no. Protected means that if you inherit from this class, so if we go to, let's do this. So here we have maskable graphic, inherits from graphic, right? Or we could take this one. We have image. It can be edited when inherited if it's protected. So this should recalculate stencil can be called from image because it inherits from maskable graphic. But if you use maskable graphic, you cannot use this variable. You cannot. It's only available for this class and for anyone who inherits from this. So it's like if you make a base class and you want like, okay, if something is going to inherit from this, we want to make it available to them. Exactly, you can't assign it. And then you have internal. And then you can also make a class sealed and public protected, right? Is that what you can do? Or what? Protected public. I can't remember. Is it? Maybe it wasn't. It's used public, private, protected specifically to aid the developer. Yes. No repercussion for the end user. Well, no. The end user doesn't. Because, yeah, public static sealed. So, fun fact adding a sealed to a class that does public cause more overhead? No. But when you write a class, you should write it with the intention of if someone else uses this class, even if you're a solo developer, if I want to use this class, I should only be able to use it for like I should not be able to go into this class and change the text variable, right? Because these are references to our TMP text. I should not change this variable, but I should be able to set alpha in this, right? If I make this public, someone could technically just go in and change text, and then everything might stop working. Just use having so many fields, I guess. Clean function that don't have references. Well, when it's possible, then you can do that. However, in games, it's usually way different coding games compared to non-games. Because games are in real time, other things are event-based. Make your variables public. If you make a property, like if you make if you want to make it public, then you can make a property and have a get, so you can get this from outside, and then you have private set where you set it. And if you want to show that in inspector, you have to prefix the serialized field with field, because we need to serialize the backing field of the property. This exposes, yes. Since this makes it a property, we can't serialize the property itself. This is an auto property. It creates a backing field like private list, daily quest, curated list. It creates this behind the scenes, and that's what it's referencing and setting, like with a getter and setter. So when we use the field, we target this one and not this property, but the field is creating automatically behind the scenes. So this one, so it basically creates this behind the scenes when you do the field serialized field. I want to distract you too much. It's 4:30, so we're gonna switch over to memory actually. Level design with practical NPC. So let me see, I'm gonna switch on this. I'm gonna stop the